What's up, football fans? It's me, DB, and welcome to a special edition of DB Cooks. Today I'm going to show you how to throw the perfect tailgate party for your friends and some other guests, and still enjoy the football game with them, too. The secret to a perfect tailgate is organization. No. The secret to a perfect tailgate is organization. And today's tailgate, we're going to start off with this full rack of St. Louis ribs, already cut in half. We also harvested some fresh rosemary too from outside in our own garden. And for every half rack of ribs that you make, you're going to need 2 cloves of garlic. Now first, you want to get each half rack of ribs seasoned generously with a mixture of salt and pepper, just like this. I'm going to rub it all around, and you want to make sure to get both sides too. So I'm going to get this side on this guy next. We're going to flip. Get some more. And next, flip this guy. And give it a generous heat too. It's time to add our cloves of garlic, just like so. And each half will also get a stick of rosemary. Voila! To cook these bad boys, so we're going to be using this bad boy, the Emergent Circulator. It works well because it cooks the meat under low heat for a long time. The next step is to put each half a rack into a vacuum sealed bag. Just like so. You want to try and keep everything in place here too. Then you're gonna walk to your vacuum sealer. Okay. Next, you want to put the bag into your vacuum sealer and let it seal it up. Just thanks to that, all the air is now out of here. Now I'm going to do this for the rest of our ribs, and when we come back, I'll show you what to do next. Now, while we're waiting for the Emergent Circulator to get up to 157 degrees, which is what you need to help cook these ribs, let me tell you what else is going on during this tailgate. We got macaroni and cheese. Sorry, I need to cut. Now, you do need to have the Emergent Circulator up to 157 degrees in order to have the best and tastiest ribs that you have ever had in your life, let me tell you folks. Now, here's what else is going to happen during our tailgate. We have, tomorrow, we're going to be making some macaroni and cheese. We got some beans, we got some sausage, we have some bacon-wrapped scallops, and on Sunday, we'll be picking up some rolls, and we will be finishing up the macaroni and cheese and the beans. So is that a perfect tailgate menu or what, folks? Now that our Emergent Circulator is kind of close enough to temperature, we're going to lift it from the back here, and very, very carefully you want to drop each of the bags right in. And these guys have to cook for 18 hours in this, so they're not going to be ready until about tomorrow, probably around 1 o'clock. So, while you're waiting for these to be cooking, you can prepare everything else that you want in your tailgate. You can even make a cool barbecue sauce, too, to go on when we pop them in the grill tomorrow. If you want an idea to make a barbecue sauce, I have my own recipe for DBQ that you can follow. I'll have that in the description and at the end of this video. So, I want to thank you guys so much for watching part 1. And I'll be back with you tomorrow for part 2. See you then! Welcome to part 2 of this special DB Cooks episode. And today, we're going to be moving on to our next step in the perfect tailgating without missing a minute of the game. I'm going to show you guys my very own mom's secret recipe for macaroni and cheese. Don't tell anybody. But first, let me give you an update on the ribs. They've been taken out of the circulator, and they've been put right here into the fridge, right in that metal pan. And then tomorrow, for tomorrow's part, Sunday, we're going to be sticking them right on the grill, and we're going to be having some barbecue sauce with them. Pretty delicious, isn't it, folks? Now, to make the macaroni and cheese, we need to start cooking the noodles. And to do that, we need a big pot of water, just like this. Make sure that it is salted. We're going to put the lid on it, and we're going to turn the oven on, and make sure that it is boiling. Just like that. And then once it gets up to a boil, we can add our pasta. While you're waiting for your water to boil, we can get started on the cheese sauce. First, you're going to melt this stick of butter, and then we're going to add my mom's secret ingredient, pulverized pureed onion, just like the opponent for your favorite sports team. Now we're going to cook that for about a minute, and then we'll start making our roux. Now, it is unusual to be using onion in a dish like this. But since the onion has been pulverized, it gives the dish the oniony flavor without the oniony texture. And that is what makes this dish special. Once your butter is all melted, you then want to add the onion. And then you want to cook it for about a minute or two before adding in about a half a cup of flour in order to make the roux. Looks good now, huh? And now it's time to add the flour so we can make our roux. And no, we're not making Kanga's little boy from Winnie the Pooh. By the way, have anybody seen Winnie the Pooh just yet? I heard it was a very sad movie. Or Christopher Robin, I should say. Now, some people say it's best to add just milk for the next step. But not my mama. Mama suggests to add some chicken broth that'll help cut down on the fat and add some flavor to your sauce too. So what we have here is a cup and a half of chicken broth. So I'm going to pour it in right now while you do the whisking. So let me switch over my hands. Make sure to blend it real good too with the whisk. Now you pour in about 2 cups of milk. And then you whisk it even more. Make sure to take care of the lumps. We don't want any lumpy sauces around here. For the most important part of your sauce, the cheese. So, you're going to be adding about 1.5 bags of mild white cheddar cheese. And I'll give you another secret ingredient after this. So you want to make sure to whisk, too, when you're putting in your cheese. Now, the next thing you want to add is 5 slices of American cheese. Not 2, not 6, not even 1,000,000, but 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, once the cheese gets all good and melty, you can have your sauce. And now that our water is all boiling, we're gonna pour in our pasta. You can usually use just about 1 box at least, but you might need more depending on how many guests that you're planning on having. While your noodles are cooking, you might want to take this time to prepare your topping for the noodles. In this case, we're going to be melting some butter, about a half a stick or so. And then, once your macaroni and cheese is all done, you can then put even more cheese on it. I know, right? And the melted butter. So when your butter is done melting, you can mix it with about a half a cup of panko crumbs. And then after you top your mac and cheese with some more cheese, you can then top it with the panko crumb butter mixture. So the pasta should take about 8 to 11 minutes to cook. Then after that, it needs to be drained using a colander over your sink. And then after that, you can add it right into the cheese sauce. Just like this. Now, I'm going to take about a couple of gloves, because the saucepan might be hot. You don't want to burn these off, let me tell you. Now, first of all, you can put your sauce and the noodles right inside of this baking pan. Gotta make sure to spray it with some baking spray with it first. Then, you're gonna add even more cheese. Now spread it around, just like that. Look at that cheesy goodness. Now we're gonna sprinkle the panko crumb mixture on it. You can use your hands, but I'm gonna be using a spoon. You use a spoon, just shake it just like this. And get another scoop out. And just shake it. And now we got not one, but 2 dishes ready for our awesome tailgate. We got some ribs, and we got some baked mac and cheese. We're going to be baking this tomorrow during the tailgate. And when you bake your macaroni and cheese, make sure you set your oven to 350 degrees. And it bakes for about 40 minutes. Now we're going to be making some sausage and peppers to go as a sandwich. But we're going to be preparing the sandwich tomorrow. First, we're just going to give the sausage some color. I already have a few pieces in here. So we're going to add a few more. And you don't want to cook them fully yet because they're going to be cooking into our crock pot, which is set for 8 hours. Now, usually with meat you have to deal with oil, but not with these sausages. You don't have to add any oil because the sausages are already full of fat. Basically what you're doing here is just giving them a flip so that they can get a little bit brown on all sides. So this is basically the color that we're looking for on all sides of each sausage. After we obtain that achievement, we're going to be putting them right into our crock pot, which is already filled with sauce. Now you can or you can use any store-bought sauce. And by the way, shout-outs to Shaw's Supermarkets for providing us with the sausage and the sauce. Now we're going to add our veggies, all of our peppers and onions. And we're going to move it around just like this. Stir it until it gets brown on all sides. Alright, so we just added some salt and pepper. We have 2 cloves of garlic, 3 onions, and 3 different kinds of peppers. basil. You want to make sure to add the basil to a hot pot because of the basil's flavoring that will help out in this dish. Just like that. And stir it all up in there. Get it all nice mixed up together. Nope, we lost one, but that's okay. So now, gonna turn off our stove. Put that in there. Warning: do not touch the metal part of the pan when it is involved in cooking. You will burn your hand right off. So now we're going to transfer our veggies right into the sauce pool, and we're gonna get in. Bam! That's 3 great tailgating dishes done before the snap of the football. So we're going to cook these sausages and the veggies 4 hours tonight. Then we're going to cook them for 4 more hours tomorrow on game day. So I hope you can join me then. So the next dish that we're going to make, our last one, is going to be chocolate chip cookies. But I've already done an episode on that. So if you want to see it, just click the link in the description below, or if you're watching through NCTV or any other means, so like a smart TV on YouTube, you can check out the link at the end of this video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when the Pats face the Texans for Tailgate Day. Alright folks, it's Sunday, it's game day, it's time to tailgate. So, we also want to bring along some of the smaller stuff too. So we have some chips and salsa, we have some salad, and we have some rolls right over here for our sandwiches. Our sausages are looking nice and hot, they're cooking well in the crock pot. And we have some bacon wrapped scallops. And right behind us is our ribs, they're ready to go on the grill. And we have some corn, too. Let me tell you, folks, we have some great barbecue sauces to go on our ribs. I really like all of these kinds, too. Today's product of the day is G. Hughes' sugar-free barbecue sauce. All the great taste of barbecue sauce that you love without the sugar. Available now at Star Market, Shaw's, Roach Brothers, and other fine grocery stores. So here's what the final product looks like put all together. The ribs were absolutely phenomenal. I do recommend that you can grill them about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, and then you can slather them with your favorite barbecue sauce. And that's going to be it for today's DB Cook Special Tailgating Edition for 2018. Before we wrap things up today, I got one more thing to say. Go Pats!